and welcome to my channel. Today I have this card for you. Well, actually it's more than just a card. It is a folio with stacked pockets inside. And as you'll see when I remove the belly band here, it has a series of pockets inside which feature these stacked pockets in the center of the card. Now this could be sent as a card with little extras added, like perhaps these tags like I've got in here, or maybe photos or mementos. Perhaps you and a friend have been on a holiday together and you would like to give them just a nice little reminder of your journey together or your trip together. And as you see, it folds into a gatefold, which also has a little tuck here. You could take one of these bits and put it there, for example. And the idea for this card came from a YouTube video by Melina, and I know I'm going to mess her surname up, but I'm going to try. Pilant, I believe it is. She's actually the daughter of Edith, or E, from Scrapbooking with Me. And I will be sure to leave a link for her video tutorial. So, if you would like to learn how to make this gatefold folio card with stacked pockets, stick with me and I'll show you how. The stock I'm using for this gatefold folio card is from a Make and Create paper pad or card pad from The Works, and I've had this in my stash for quite a long time, so I don't even know if this is still available. But of course you can use any cardstock that you like for yours, and it doesn't even have to be double-sided like I have here. Alright, so this is now being cut to 7 by 12 inches. And then I'm going to put it in the scoreboard and score it at 3/4 of an inch, at 3 1/4, and at 8 3/4. Now this is a little different from just the normal gatefold that would actually fold up and meet into the middle. It's going to overlap just a bit, and I'll show you in a moment here. These folded in. Right. And then the center of this is going to be about, I think it's 5 1/2 by 7, so that you could put this into a journal, for example. It doesn't even have to be a full page journal. It could just be a half page or an 8 by 8, anything like that. Now, as I said, normally a gatefold would have equal sides that would meet in the middle. This one, as you can see, has one side longer than the other, so it overlaps. But what I'm going to do is actually fold this back so that you see the inside of the card. And as I said, it doesn't have to be double-sided. It could be plain, because you can decorate this, and I'm actually going to cover that myself. And then it's going to open like this. Right on the front I have this piece here, which I'm going to run along here, and it's the same size, so it's 3/4 of an inch. And then I'll place my glue, but only on these edges here so that I can leave this as like a little tuck, little pocket there. And for the front of this panel, I have the little sentiment dream as well as the house. So I'm going to get those put down into place next. To the inside, and we have this central panel here, and this is where the stacked pockets will be placed. Now in the tutorial which I followed for this, they were all cut the same size, which was 3 by 5 3/4. I've kept them at 5 3/4, and I've cut 2 at 3 inches, but I've cut the third one, which I'm actually going to place towards the bottom, at only 2 inches because I wanted to just use my one sheet of 12 by 12, and that's the reason I did that. You don't have to do that. Now, you might also notice that I've embossed these, and I'm going to ink across there in a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to do my scoring for these, and they are going to be scored at 1/4 of an inch on either side. So there and there. And then we'll fold those back. Now, as I said, I'm going to ink these up first. And I've just got my blender here. I've got some of this distress ink, which is called Tattered Rose. Done now. So to make it easier to access the pockets, it's best to have like a little pool there, or a little notch, and I'm going to use my little hole punch to do that. Or you could, even if you wanted to have like more of a shabby chic or a distressed sort of look, you could actually just tear your card like so. You just tear across, and then that would also give you access. But as I said, I'm just going to use my hole punch. these are now going to get stacked inside here like this. And as I said, I'm going to use my red liner tape. It's nice and strong, and this is a nice little narrow piece that will go into those tabs. Now, if you wanted bigger tabs, just add the dimension onto this piece. So instead of 5 3/4, you would just add another a 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch, whatever you like. Before I peel the backing off, let's bring this in and determine where I want my pockets to go. So you could measure it out if you wanted, or what I'm going to do, just stack them so that they overlap, and so your final one will come nearly flush with the bottom of this. Have that one, and the next will overlap, and so on. And we also need a piece along here, which I forgot. So I'm going to just lift this and do that now. Avoid that same mistake with these other two pieces. So let's get these down. Next is, should have done that the other way, shouldn't I? I should have started from here and then place this one on top, and then the last one. So still got a chance to take that off, and I can just reapply that tape, or just use glue this time and take that off. So if you do the same as I did, actually I could just leave that flat like that. You can try this yourself. So let's try again. That one to overlap a bit, so I'm going to drop this one down like that, so, and then just mark it. I'm just going to carry on. place this one. Wrap it here, like that. Just line it up to the edge there, and then I can go back now and just take some glue and put those tabs back down. Other piece which I've cut, which I'm going to use as pockets on these sides as well. And as you see, this is cut at 2 3/4 by 4 inches, and that's going to go there. And then I've got a layer piece, which is 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. This one is 3 1/4 by 2 3/4, and then the layer is 2 by 3. And I'm also going to round these corners here, just at the top. And then this will go in here like this, so I'm going to round that as well. That. Now I'm also going to go back in here with my ink, and this time I'm just going to take the pad and go directly on here and just smudge it. To glue on the layers. They're just going to be flat pockets, but I'm also going to place a little notch on these as well. What I'll do now is go around the edges here, and I can use my tape again and also the glue, so I'll do that next. Need to place this fairly even. Need the pockets that are already on there. Do the same over here. these pieces now that I'm going to place on the inside. I'm going to start with this little door, which actually matches the door here. And actually that would be a decoupage piece that you could have there if you wanted that raised. But I'm just going to use it separately and put it on this smaller pocket. Yeah. I'll have it come down just like so. And then I have this piece, which I cut up many moons ago again. My scan and cut from some double-sided cardstock. I'm going to place that in the center of that one. The corners, I have these. I have this cut out. I'm going to place on the center pocket. That will help to just sort of balance that a bit. So, about like that. There. That is the Gatefold folio card with the stacked pockets. And you could just give this as a card all on its own, or place it, as I said before, into a journal. Now, to keep this closed, we're also going to add a belly band. From my stash of American craft cardstock scraps, I've taken this piece, which is cut at 1 inch by 12 inches, because I need that little bit of extra length for this belly band to wrap around this card, since it is a bit wider. I can add a topper. I'm just going to glue this down first. In fact, I think I am going to put some of this tape on there as well. A couple of the bits. I've got this little rose die cut. I'm just going to run a little bit of this narrow foam tape, and it's not very deep, maybe even just a little less than 1 mil, but won't give it too much dimension, but just a little bit. I'm just going to run that there. And I will add a little bit of glue to this as well, so I give myself a little wiggle room, as well as some extra strings. place it over top there, and I'm happy with that, and making certain that it's not going over that, and I'll press down. Idea of how this would work then, I've just pulled out some bits and pieces I had lying around and slide the belly band off, and could use these like little tucks here, maybe like that, or something like this perhaps. Even have a couple of things in here, or if you're giving it as a card, you might want to put a little message in here, tuck that in there as well. And then on the inside, of course, you have all your pockets, and you could even perhaps give a little gift card, tuck it in one of the pockets like this one here, and you've got these other pieces. And just slide those in, turn these to the side like that, and they would fit in there. That's a nice deep one there. You could have that sticking out the top if you wanted to. Just going to place those in there, and then you have these flat pockets, like so. Just a couple more things that place in here. Those are from the front, aren't they? Came out, so. Or you don't even have to have anything go in here. It is a very shallow piece here, but you do have that available to you. And especially if you're putting it in a journal, it's going to be, you know, closed up within the cover or the other pages. So it really isn't going to matter a whole lot. But again, you could just leave it as is. You could even put some more decoration here. I'm just going to slide these in here for now, and closed up. Slide the belly band over, and there is the completed card. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial today for the Gatefold Folio card with stacked pockets and a belly band closure to hold all sorts of little goodies inside. As I said, this could just be used as a card. Maybe you want to give someone photographs, or you could have little mementos. Perhaps you've been on a holiday together, or you know, a day out, and you've got little tickets that you'd like to save, and maybe give those to your friend or your family member on your return. And then it closes back up and slides closed with the belly band. Everyone who subscribed to the channel, especially in the last few days prior to the giveaway that's coming up. Don't forget that. The deadline for that is the 2nd of August. So look for the giveaway video, and I'll put that in a little card at the end of this video so that you can go there and leave your comment and have a chance to win the Amazon gift card. That you can share this video with others and leave a comment below. And I'll be sure that I leave a link to Melina's tutorial for the Gatefold Folio card with the stacked pockets. And that will be in the description under this video. I hope to see you again very soon for another video tutorial. And in the meantime, please, as always, stay safe and crafty hugs. Bye.